Okay. Greetings. Inspired by other YouTube movies. I've been watching too much, or a lot of Gameboy macro build movies lately. And I got very inspired. So first of all, I started to buy a lot of used consoles and repair them, refurbish, whatever. I mean, I have a lot of broken Nintendo DS lights and stuff and parts, and ordered motherboards from China and a lot of different fancy stuff. So I want to make a Game Boy marker myself, and I want to just make everything completely handmade. I don't want anything finished, to buy something finished the shells or anything. Just take the DS Lite shells and completely brush them down. I'm far from finished. I want it as clean as possible. No symbols or AB and anything. Just, yeah, plain and matte. Very nice to touch. And the most difficult part was the backside. It's not 100% yet. I need some finer sandpaper for brushing. But in the end, I think it's going to be good. I like a strong contrast. Super white shells and then some nice looking, cool looking colors on the buttons or something. Yeah, to make it nice looking. And maybe I will put, I don't like cutting these off. I want to use these because then I have the light here. Yeah, it indicates if it's on or off. And I've seen those builds where they put these lights that go here. I would really like to make a completely matte black one. It looks super metal, and a black Game Boy macro with blood red lights on it. Something cool. I'm a metal head, so I want something with more brutal looking. I don't want it to look cute. So yes, Viking mode. What have I forgotten about? I found a few ways to do the macro. I'm very new at this stuff, but there is one way which probably all of you have seen a bunch of movies of, where you do that, a lot of soldering and stuff. I'm gonna take off the screen and just show the motherboard so you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, he said fuck. Who cares? Yeah. On this side of the board, you're going to do a lot of soldering in that, if you do it that way. Now it's mirrored here. Sorry about that. LED, those two LED points. You can solder, you can put a resistor between them. I have some very small resistors, and they are very difficult to place there, but they work nicely. Where is my... I have one soldered onto this cable because I found a lot easier way to... Little bit one there. Yes. And then... And I found a lot easier way to make a macro instead of doing all that soldering on the motherboard and you may end up fucking up everything, I learned that on those top screens for Nintendo DS Lite, you have this cable on there. You just, especially if you have a upper screen that's just crushed, completely crushed, you can't use it anymore. But the cable has somehow mysteriously survived. I always destroy the cables. Not because I want to, but because I'm very clumsy and I have Viking hands. I just destroy everything. These small details, and I'm not good at that, but I want to learn this. So I'm going to just use a very simple way, using this cable, blah blah blah, get to the fucking point. On this side you have the speakers soldered onto it. You can just use them. You don't need to change that. You can still use these speakers. They will work. And on the other side here, yeah, the resistor up here between those 2 points up here. Very difficult to see, but when you see on the cable you will see where they are. So you can put either a resistor or you can try to solder on some kind of light, small light or something. I bought something. I didn't know if it would work, but it's a very, very small light that's actually meant to be used in cars. But some kind of... Okay, now I can find it. I don't know where I put it. But it's kind of like this. Just as 2 cables and there's a light here. A red light. And it actually worked. Soldering these 2 points to the correct places and it light up. So maybe I will make one of those macros where they solder the light into there and then just through here, and maybe it'll make something fancy looking here. I think it's going to be cool. So I'm very much back and forth what I want to do here, but I'll probably end up first of all making one macro. I just want to take a lot of time to figure out exactly how I want my macro build to look like, and then I will see if I start making older macros. I don't know, but I have tested with that method with the cable and it works. Yeah, he says that, but does it really work? Yeah. And I hate when they make movies and they say that it's going to work nicely, and then I try to do the same thing. No. Okay. Because I hate when people do that, and it's just bullshit. Let's see here. Can we just very simply, nicely make a fast macro build here? I'm going to use this just plain motherboard here, which I'm not entirely sure is going to work with this one, but let's see. I bought a bunch of motherboards from China. They were supposed to be new, and it came with some missing parts. I cut off the entire ribbon thingy stuffy. But when the board came, that little plastic clippy thingy that's supposed to grab onto the ribbon cable was gone, not in the package. New motherboard, yeah, right, of course. And I have cut off that DS slot to make more space here. I'm gonna use some soldering iron to get rid of this, because I just normally just use a knife or something. I just cut the DS slot and just tear it off like a wild man, and then I start doing the feminine business after that. So yeah, yeah, let's try with, well, we need the motherboard at least. We need one of these Wi-Fi boards. I'm not going to use Wi-Fi on this one, but to be able to start up the console, you need to have the Wi-Fi board for some reason. I don't know. Wi-Fi antenna you don't need to use, but this one needs to be here. So clip that on. Let's see. I don't forget something here. I've taken off this is the bottom screen. I've taken off the digitizer touchscreen. It's just one thin like filter, almost like a screen protector. And ooh, interesting. And yeah, let's see. Can I have this start up? I was not supposed to do this in the movie, actually showing if it's going to work, but so it may not work at all. And I also haven't tested with this exact motherboard, so brilliant. Okay, and it's difficult to see sometimes. Please. Trying to get the ribbon cable into the slot down there, so we get the connection. It's kind of important. Of course, this ribbon cable not wants to work together with me. It wants to be a dick. Okay, clip onto it. Okay, so I want just a naked LCD screen there, no magnetizer, because I'm not going to play DS games on it, so I don't really need it. We're going to play Game Boy Advance games. Okay. And well, now I'm not going to put any buttons in here because we're not going to use them. Just going to see if it works. Normally here, whoops, you will put the upper screen in this one and connect it up here somewhere. And we're going to use this one still with that cable I showed you. From the upper screen, my macro, I think maybe I will take off these DS Lite speakers. I've heard that you can use Nintendo Switch speakers, so I ordered from eBay, and I'm very curious if that's going to work. I hope so. That would be wonderful. And into that Zbot. Let's see. Which way? I'm not sure. I think this way. Hello. There we go. So it's in there. We have the resistor soldered onto this cable. We have speakers on there. I'm not sure yet where to put this, somewhere behind here. I'm going to make it nicer looking later, but we're just gonna check if this works at all. Hopefully. Then I'm gonna take this back shell just to have somewhere to place all this mess. Whoops. Okay. What have I forgotten now? Let's see, and put the front shell on top of there. Just to mash together a little bit more. We have no battery now. Let's see if I can find a used battery. There you go. Nice looking DS battery. My newest batteries, I know it works. Into there. Will this start? I have no fucking idea. Hopefully. Normally when I record these movies, it never works. It's so typical. But then I turn off and then I try to do the same thing again and boom. Pling! DS working. Let's see. I don't have the buttons, so I'm using a knife to start it up. Yay! And nothing happened. What have I forgotten about there? Completely. Maybe it wasn't connected. Let's see. Like I said, I don't know what I have missed. Obviously I have missed something here. Every time. Screen. Maybe I need to have this screen and a digitizer connected to the board for it to work. But really? Should it? Shouldn't I be able to have this work without it? Let's see. Let's try now with just screen connected here. Just by holding everything. Does it work? Maybe I have to try a different motherboard. Not sure what's not working. Again with the battery. Hey, see that? It works this time. And we have the screen here. And, well, basically a macro. What did I do different this time? I'm not sure. I put the back shell on and maybe the battery wasn't correctly placed or something. I don't know. I took off the Wi-Fi board and put it on again. And sometimes you just have to go back and forth a little bit and then, oh, something works. And like I said, always, it just won't work when you want to do a movie about this, and I always fuck up. I get nervous because I'm not good at this, and then well, but yeah, I slipped my hand, so I didn't break it. I just turned off. So, okay, then I know that I don't need to have a digitizer on the screen. And I just feel that the screen will just look better without a digitizer. Just clean screen for Game Boy Advance games. Let's see again there. Because it just looks so nice and clean, and it's a very bright screen. I also have um, original DS. I've heard people making a Game Boy Macro XL, but the original DS has not as good screen as the DS Lite. And you can adjust the brightness on this screen. It has a very nice... Nintendo DS Lite has a very nice screen. Very bright screen, as you can see. So this is just perfect for Game Boy Advance games. And yeah, I think it's just going to be very nice and perfect for playing Game Boy Advance games. It's a lot cheaper way to do this than to actually buy a Game Boy Advance SP AGS 101 backlight. Super expensive, but I have ordered one myself. I have too many handhelds, and I'm going to do a movie about that one instead, not in this one. Ooh. Ooh. So yes, I will continue with my macro build, and I will post the movie when it's done. Or maybe I will do more movies. What happens on the story to the Game Boy Macro. Anyway, stay good and healthy, and survive the corona, COVID-19, or what the fuck they call it. Strange times. Anyway, stay metal!